Say in this example, a stone is dropped from the top of a tower 500 meter high into a pond of water at the base of tower. When the splash heard at the top, given g is equal to this. So, see here in this question, you are given h is equal to 500 meter, g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Suppose this is a tower, this is 500 meter high and here is water at the bottom. When a stone is dropped from here, u is equal to 0. So, first we calculate how much time a stone takes to reach the bottom. So, we can apply h is equal to ut plus half gt square, u is 0. So, we can write 500 is equal to 0 into t plus half into 10 t square. So, we can write 500 is equal to 5 t square. So, t square is equal to 100. So, t is equal to 10 seconds. It means stone takes 10 seconds to reach the bottom. That means to strike the water. As the stone strikes, a splash produced that has to be heard at the top. It means sound wave has to travel this 500 distance, 500 meter. So, we can write here the time taken by sound. So, here we can write time taken by sound is equal to 500 upon 340 seconds, because there is no acceleration for the sound. So, we can write here 1.47 seconds. So, now see what is the total time. So, time taken by the ball to reach the ground, to stone to reach the ground, that means to the water, and time taken by sound to reach to the top. So, the total time is 11.47 seconds. So, after 11.47 seconds, you will be able to hear a splash. So, now we will do another question related to the same topic. So, see in this question, a sound wave travels at a speed of 339 meter per second. If the wavelength is 1.5 centimeter, what is the frequency of the wave? So, see here everything is given to you. Velocity is equal to 339 meter per second. Wavelength lambda is equal to 1.5 centimeter. That you can write here in meter, you can convert 0.015 meter. So, now you know velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength. So, frequency is equal to velocity upon wavelength, that is 339 divided by 0.015 hertz. You will be getting it here 22,600 hertz. This is the frequency. What is the audible range? That is 20,000. So, it is beyond 20,000. So, it is not audible to us. So, now do one more question related to the same concepts. Now, see in this question, a sonar device on a submarine sends out a signal and receives an echo 5 seconds later. Calculate the speed of sound in water if the distance of the object from the submarine is 360.25 meter. See here, there is suppose submarine at this point, and you know calculate the speed. So, this is the point which is here available as 3625 meter. So, when signal is sent from here, it goes to this side, strike and comes here. Total time is for this is 5 seconds. Total distance is how much? 3625 meter is while going and 3625 meter while coming. So, we can write here total distance d suppose while going and d while coming back, 2d is equal to 3625 into 2 meter, that is here 7250 meter. Now, what is the speed? Speed is equal to 7250 divided by 5. So, we can write here 1450 meter per second. So, see here this is the speed of sound in water. So, we have calculated speed of sound in water by using the principle of sonar. Sonar is also known as echo ranging. By using this concept, we can calculate the distance of any obstacles also in the sea, even the depth of the sea. Now, this chapter is over and you have done examples related to all the formula given in the book, and all questions whatever are in the book you try to do yourself.